Hello everyone, thanks for joining us. Moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, or godparents, whoever is helping us with this first Holy Communion workshop little project. I'm gonna do a quick little video here for you to make it easy instead of trying to put everything down in a letter. As I mentioned, the only thing you're gonna need for this project is your child, a model. My child is a big child, this is Adam. The yellow paper that we sent home with you, a pencil, probably an eraser too, tape, and a light source. Now the light source, you hear that? There's a lamp behind us, and I don't have it directly facing on Adam. I have it kind of a little bit off to the right. Play around with it so that you can see that it creates a shadow. So you'll want a flat wall. I'm using a door here, but you want a place where it is flat. So we have Adam sitting here. Here's the paper. Now, here's the way I've taped the paper. You can see the closer it gets to the wall, the better the shadow is. The paper that I've put on the wall is the one that I've given you. Now, it must face this direction. This is very important. Pay close attention. You put it on the wall with the fold side like that, facing that direction. So in other words, like that, okay? His nose is facing the fold. It opens like that. Think of an open mind and open brain to the back, okay? So it is folded like this. You're gonna tape it onto the wall. Put a tiny little piece of tape up here, tiny little piece of tape down there, but be careful you don't rip up the paper. Just put the tape on a little teeny tiny, just so that it goes. And you'll probably have to position it a few times to get it just right, set them in a place where it's just right. So I'll show you how I'm gonna position him. My light source here is really good. Once I took the light source and shined it that way a tiny bit, it gave us a really nice strong shadow. And here's what I want with the shadow, super strong like that. I want his nose about that far away from the paper. I don't want his nose up there, and I don't want his nose way back there. I want his nose, oh, what is that, about a ½ inch? I want his nose about that far away or so from the paper, okay? I also want a little bit of his chin, a little bit of his neck in there. See how his neck goes down? And I'll show you once I trace it what that looks like. Well, this is absolutely perfect. Doesn't get any easier than this. So the only thing you need to do right now is get in there with your pencil, and your child must hold really still. It's pretty easy because they put their head right against the wall. So I'm gonna face my child. This is taped, so it's super simple. I'm gonna go like this. Oh, I can even get in there closer. This is why we're having you parents do it at home rather than being right up in your child's face like this. And it's better that you do this. And it will be easier for our workshop if we don't need to spend 5 minutes doing this with every child. And I don't have to do it so dark, I can do it light. Got some hair there. Okay, now it also helps, go back in there, Adam, open your mouth a tiny bit, not just a tiny, not going to the dentist. You get kind of a nicer profile too if their mouth is just slightly open, looks a little bit better. If it's closed, doesn't give a nice profile. I'll so out Adam. Look there, perfect. Okay, there's Adam. Now to double check it, take it off and go, all right, the fold is here. Is that correct? Yes, Adam is facing the fold. His nose is pointing toward the fold. Got it? That's all we want you to do. Then take this off. Oh, it's up there. Take that one off. And then on the back of it, put your name on the back, Adam Schultz. And then you need to turn this back into your teacher so that it can come to me, okay? And I'll leave you details on that. So that's it. Thank you, Adam Schultz. Okay. I'd like to take just a moment to show you a few little things so you don't panic. You see when I took my tape off, a little bit of the paper came with it, so it made a little mark up there. That's okay. You're not gonna see that later. As long as you don't tear a great big chunk out of it, you don't wanna do that. but you're not gonna see this. You're also not gonna see eraser marks and everything. And be careful too not to crumble up the paper like I just did there. Don't fold it anywhere else, okay? Don't fold it in half or anything. And you don't, try not to have it all crumbly. You'd like to keep it as nice as possible like we gave it to you. All right, you might wanna put it in between two other pieces of strong hard card paper or something, but just keep it nice as you can. All right, and the main thing too here is that the nose is not traced. Don't take your nose all the way out to this edge, because that's not going to work. Those are about the proportions that we're looking for. Make sure you give us a little neck like that. Okay, and then pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And then put your name on the back. We'll probably be able to tell who it is by looking at it if you've traced it really nice, right? But we do want your name on it, that way we know who has turned them in so we can check it off, because we will be using these in the workshop. And we'd like to know that we have them all in place. All right, you have a beautiful rest of your day. We'll see you then.